Good morning, my name is Seba Johnson. Just as a bit of an intro, I am a vegan since birth. My mom became vegan long before I was born. It was called strict vegetarian back then. And she said that if she was to ever have children, she wanted to raise her kids vegan as well. From a very young age, I was taught about what happens in animal experiment laboratories and what happens in the meat and dairy industry. And it hurt my heart my whole life that people didn't already have like that knowledge. And I was so sad to see, like when I was in school, people eating like hot dogs and hamburgers at their lunch meals, and the school lunch cafeteria knew to only give me the potato puffs. So my mom would send us to school with our own sandwiches and stuff. So I would have like my marinated artichoke sandwich with mustard on it, which I love so much. It sounds disgusting, but maybe not to you guys, but it's really good. And all my friends would like want to clear the space around me because they're like, oh my God, that smells. But then they had no idea what I thought about their food. I thought that smelled. I thought like, it's so sad that you're eating the carcass of somebody that was once living. Anyways, so I come from very humble beginnings. My mother had a dime when I was born. We lived in housing projects in the Virgin Islands, and one year she sold a painting and we went to St. Moritz, Switzerland on the money that she made, and I saw skiing for the first time. It was like one of the happiest days of my life. I was 5 years old, I had a huge afro, and I was holding my mother's hand. She was blonde hair, blue-eyed, and I looked up to her and I said, Mom, I want to be a skier. 9 years later, I was at the start gate of the Olympics. Wow. So I made history for being the first, for being the youngest alpine ski racer at the age of 14. And I made history for being the first black female ski racer ever in the Olympics. And that brought along a lot of racism and death threats and poison pen letters that I had to deal with from the ages of 14 to 18. But I used that platform, and I used all the interviews I would get because of this, groundbreaking thing in the Olympics to speak about vegetarianism, veganism, to speak about animal rights, and to tell that I would never wear leather, would never wear fur, never wear anything that had to do with a once living being. And for some reason, that was always edited out of all of my interviews, but I was never silent. And then there's this one day, and I don't know how many minutes. Am I talking too much? Am I okay? There was this one day when a ski sponsor, it was really hard to obtain sponsors, first of all, that didn't have full ski suits, didn't have like down in their jackets and stuff. But finally I was able to get Willy Wogner from Germany. But then another company wanted me to wear a ski suit that had patches of leather between the ski boots so that when the ski boots, stitched together, it wouldn't rip. But I already had ski suits that had like plastic and rubber between, so my ski suit wouldn't rip. So I said I would not race in that outfit, and they disqualified me from the race. And it made more press attention than the winner of the ski race. So at least I brought that to light about the cows. And then I wanted to eventually win a gold medal in the Olympics. I would have beaten Sonia Henning's record of being in 5 Olympics by the age of 28. But in 1994, for the Lillehammer Games in Norway, they had which would have been my 3rd Winter Olympic Games, they had just lifted the moratorium on minke whale hunting, and I boycotted it and did not go. And so that, coupled with the racism, ended my ski racing career. I got into acting and then found out that a lot of the agents didn't want to represent me because I would not do a Burger King commercial, I would not do, wear leather or sit in a leather Lexus car or whatever for an interview, for a commercial. So I'm not represented, but I am a SAG actor out here in LA. But, and with my Olympic history, I was speaking out against Sochi and what they were doing with the stray dogs and the homophobia that goes on and everything. So all I have to say to newcomers and soon-to-be huge activists is just to be persistent and just persevere, because your heart is coming. If you're speaking from your heart, if you're doing it for compassion for animals, there's no way that you could fail. So good luck.